All right, we are live and we are back and we are back. Just gonna do a quick live, real quick, y'all, to do a reaction to the Kell interview by DJ U. Now, in case you're unfamiliar, DJ U he's a DJ out of Chicago. On this live, he said he was actually a DJ for King Von. And so he went around the country with King Von. He went to Atlanta with King Von. And so he seems to be familiar with some of the areas and maybe some of the players in Atlanta. And this is the first time that we're going to see and hear from the infamous Kell. Now, if y'all remember, Kell, this is the guy you're seeing on your screen right now. He's all through the YSL trial, y'all. He is all through the YSL trial. He was a nemesis. We can maybe call him an arch rival to Woody. He was in a love triangle with Monk Tonk and Treva. So Monk Tonk, if you remember the video where Monk Tonk's holding up the gun and he's saying, "Yeah, Kell." He's there with Quindarius Zachary. You know, he's there with Quindarius Zachary, and they're both holding up guns saying, "Yeah, Kell." Well, that video was directed at this guy. So this is the first time we've seen pictures of him. I had never seen any video of Kell before, and I certainly had never heard him speak. And now we have an interview with him. This interview went left, y'all. And so that's really what this video is about. It's kind of just a reaction video, okay? There's really not a lot of legal angle to it that I could see, that I could find. He stayed away from saying anything that could be really important for the upcoming YSL cases, as far as I could tell. He didn't even mention the people who are going to be on trial coming up in February. So I didn't see anything of that sort. But it's a reaction more to it's a reaction to his reaction. So I'm just going to jump directly to Kell's reaction and his main point. He had one main point in this video. So I'm going to be fast forwarding and searching for the places where he gets to the main point. Now, in case you don't know, this is DJ U. Let's just put our eyes on him real quick.
Rats are damn near being glorified. So what made you bring a rat to the interview with you?
So Kell brought an actual physical. Later on, when I saw his name is Oreo, he actually has a name. I thought he was going to be a rat. He looks more like a mouse. Honestly, we'll see him later. He looks like a mouse. Rats are normally much bigger than Oreo. The whole time Oreo is in the cage, and he's kind of, like he's the unseen aspect of this whole interview. And it's like, let's get Oreo out. Let's get Oreo. The whole interview is like, let's get. And I'm thinking Oreo's gonna be this big rat, and Oreo's like this little tiny, what I would call a mouse. But anyway. This is going into Kell's, his whole reason for being here, it seems, was to say what he's about to say.
I mean, shit. Cause, shit, man, it was going on. Like, and I know you here to basically interview me about the shit that's going. Know what I mean? So I know we're going to get to talking about a whole lot of questions about certain individuals who are rats. Know what I mean?
Okay.
So y'all, I am going to be pausing. I am going to be talking. If anybody's watching this after the fact, if you just want to see the interview, go look up the interview. If you don't want to hear me talk, turn it off now, because that's what I do. I love to do it. If you don't like it, you're free to exit immediately. You won't be missed. Now, with that out of the way, one thing I want to say, y'all, right off the top is that this seems dangerous to me, y'all. Kell is out. Shannon is out. We imagine Yak's going to be out soon. Thug is out. Woody's out. YFN Lucci is going to be coming out soon. Kell's brother Greedy's going to be coming out soon. And there's another brother of Kell who he mentions later on in the interview who's also going to be out soon. So you're going to have a lot of these guys on the street who have had prior animosity and deaths between the two sides. And a lot of these guys are going to be out in 2025.
Brought their cousin. That's what you're saying?
I bought a rat, man. I don't know who he is. He's just a rat, man. I bought from Chicago. I mean,
man. All bullshit aside, we've been watching the YSL trial all year. You know what I'm saying? It was just recently wrapped up. But throughout watching the trial, you know, they had a star witness, you know, Kenneth Copeland, aka Lil Woody. We had the chance to interview Lil Woody earlier this year over the summer in the middle of the trial. And from watching the trial, bro, and learning about, you know, what was going on in this YSL RICO case they was putting together, we just kept hearing a name, Kell. Like Miss Love and Miss Hilton and whoever else, you know, they just kept bringing up this name, Kell. I say it like that because that's how much they was bringing it up. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like the name Kell became like a mystery man to the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So due to the fact that this is your first interview, you know what I'm saying, we're finally able to put a face to the name, put a voice to the name, and last but not least, we want to put a story to the name, but your story. You see what I'm saying? So let's take it from the top, Kell. Can you tell us where you from?
Summer Hill, man.
All right, y'all. So let's try to find some of the points that may be of interest to us. This isn't going to be a real long stream, y'all. We're going to jump. Let's jump to what Shell says about Lucci. You can see that Lucci's here. And somebody asked, is that a hamster next to him? No, that is supposed to be a rat. He says he brought a rat to the show because DJ U likes to interview rats. So Kell's like, well, I might as well bring my own rat to the show. I see it as a mouse, but we will take a look at Oreo. That's the rodent's name. We'll see Oreo in a few.
And then the rest was history.
For sure.
So tell us what made you introduce Lucci to your brother, and how did that, you know what I'm saying, how did that come about?
Shit, I already knew, like, he was hard, but, you know, like, everybody was rapping. You see what I'm saying? So, like, everybody gonna tell they home, but, like, you hard. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, a nigga don't see that shit coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, so one day, you know what I mean? Like, shit, man, we had something called a red room. And the red room was in, like, forward. See what I'm saying? And I had, like, this little ugly ass laptop, like, true story. I had an ugly ass laptop. So one day, Big was just in there, know what I mean? And then I was playing Luke's song, know what I mean? And goddamn, shit, man, he just heard the song. And then he was like, hey, shit, man, who the fuck this is? I was like, shit, but it Luke, know what I mean? So he was just like, man, brain shot over here, know what I mean? And then when I brought him over here, shit, that shit was just over with.
Okay.
That shit was just over, yeah.
Okay. So when you introduced Lucci to your brother Nut, he took a great liking into Lucci and Lucci's music.
Yeah, he loved Luke. Like, bro, he was down there mad that he didn't sign Luke. You see what I'm saying? Like, he loved Luke that much. Like, he knew Shadow would have won. You should remember, like,
yeah.
If you
all right, y'all. I don't want to just play right through DJ U's content, y'all. I will put the link in the chat here at the end so y'all can go directly to it if you want. Kell he was asked about Nut. He didn't really like to talk about Nut very much, y'all. Let's look at this part where I'm trying to get to the part where it kind of gets a little bit controversial because Kell, his whole mission here seemed to be to call DJ U out about interviewing Woody, and the fact that DJ U will likely want to interview both Shannon and Yak.
So can you tell us the Club Crucial story from your perspective? They say Lil Woody was on the stage flashing money and you approached him, you tuck your necklace in, and you know what was going on that night, Kell?
I'm saying, did you watch his interrogation?
Did you and him get into a fight at Club Crucial on the Monday before Donovan Thomas' death?
No,
You're saying you did not get into a fight with him that Monday.
I did not get into a fight with them. They put their hands on me.
Okay. What happened when they put their hands on you? Can you respond? What happened when they put their hands on you?
They ran out the club.
Who is they?
I don't know.
Did you tell Detective Thorpe about what happened between you and Kell the Monday before Donovan Thomas was killed?
I guess.
When you say you guess, do you know if you told him about what happened that Monday?
Back then, my mind was all over the place, and whatever he asked me, I was just trying to get him out my face.
Okay. Do you recall in this same January 11, 2015 interview telling Detective Thorpe that you went to Club Crucial, you pulled out your money because you were on stage, you were flashing your money to all the girls were standing around, you were flashing your money. When you get off the stage, you were flashing money, and Kell and his whole crew walked up on me. You recall telling Detective Thorpe that back in your January 11, 2015 interview?
I probably did.
Then, do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you looked up and you said to Kell, "What up, bro? What's going on?"
I probably did.
And that Kell didn't say anything, so he just said, "Hey, what's up?" You asked him, "What's up, bro?" And then he began asking you about Thug. You recall telling Detective Thorpe that?
I probably did.
And I need to know, is that a yes or a no? Did you tell him? Did you not tell him, or do you not recall?
Answer the question, Your Honor. I object to follow the question.
Your Honor, he's saying he probably did. I'm asking yes, no.
I'm going to overrule the objection, Mr. Steele.
Did you say it? Did you not say it, or you don't recall saying it?
I said something to him, so if that's what he said I said, then
I'm asking, what do you remember? Do you remember telling him this or not? Or you don't recall?
They questioned me so many times, and I told them something different every time they questioned me.
Okay.
I don't recall what I told this person.
Do you have an objection, Mr.
That
Steele?
person.
Hold on.
Okay. He said he was lying on the interrogations, or he was mixing some lies with the truth. But he claimed that his interrogation videos were all lies.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, but yeah, man, that I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even like talking about that nigga.
So you
bro.
saying that interrogation video was true? Like the way he broke it down, that's really how it happened?
I'm saying it's a video of it. It's a video of him getting beat up, running. Like it's a video.
So y'all, what do y'all think? Do y'all feel like
So what made you
maybe
get on that with
like these people coming? I shouldn't say these people. This is one person. What's up, Andre? Hey, Gemini. Do y'all feel like people coming out and starting to tell their story, which, you know, I'm not opposing it, I'm not criticizing it, but do y'all think that this is gonna doesn't it feel like it's gonna start to bring up that old bad blood? They're getting out of jail. They're getting like nationwide. We might even say worldwide in some senses. They're getting nation to worldwide attention to tell their stories. They're getting paid to tell their stories. Doesn't it feel like this just brings up the potential for conflict? Now, one thing I will say is Thug is banished from Atlanta. Kell is banished from Atlanta. So maybe one safeguard to the potential for conflict, or I should say against the potential for conflict, is the fact that they are banished from Atlanta. So as long as maybe they aren't in the same place wherever they happen to be, that might be a way where the potential for conflict will be significantly reduced. But you still have people who know people who are in Atlanta. You have Woody here and there in Atlanta. You have people who know Kell, who, you know, just the idea that passions can be inflamed by talking about this. Y'all do hit the like button. Please do hit the like button. We're gonna continue to listen to a little bit more of what Kell has to say. We're also gonna see his remember how I say DJ Love. Remember how District Attorney Love got rebuked by Judge Whitaker? Well, Shell Kell is gonna rebuke DJU here, and I like to see y'all's comments on this. It's coming up here in a sec.
With him.
He ain't talking about nothing, man. Yeah, like that nigga ain't talking about nothing, bro. Like, Woody got y'all folk fooled to the point where like everybody wanna talk to him and everybody playing with him and like think it's a joke. Like, shit ain't no joke. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this shit, man. I don't want to talk about that nigga, man. Yeah, that nigga talking about nothing, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't want to talk about that nigga. Got a next question?
Okay, cool. So, Nut died in 2015, in the beginning of 2015. You end up going to jail by the end of 2015.
All right, y'all. So at some point
until 2021.
He talks about Rich Homie Quan, that they were cool.
What were you locked up for that time?
He starts to go off.
Shit.
I'm gonna find it.
Shit, they came and got me on a murder charge.
Here we go.
When they Oreo, come here, Oreo.
Stand on as a person.
Let's go on.
Are your thoughts on the whole YSL Rico trial and all, you know, from your perspective?
All right, so let me ask you something. Just say, Shout Get Out. Would you have him in here sitting on the sofa for?
Who is Shawty? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, shit. So would you call him?
This is the key part, y'all.
Interview?
I will.
You will, and why?
I wouldn't mind. I just hit up SB.
You know what I'm saying? And why though?
Why?
Yeah.
Because this the trending topic right now, the YSL trial.
You know what I'm saying? So do you got certain stuff that you stand on as a person, or like it's just like everything just entertainment to you?
That's a great question, and I'll be glad to answer it, right? Because, you know, I already do what I do with Chicago street politics. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, the shit that I stand on as a person ain't got nothing to do with what I do with my business. You know what I'm saying? This DJU TV, we do interviews, we cover the stories about whatever going on, how I feel as DJU or Devo Fresh, that's what they call me, you know what I'm saying? We talk about that off camera.
But it's a difference. You smell me, like, between you saying that, know what I mean, and you just trying to get the money, and then me seeing you, DJU, on your page, you standing like this next to Woody, or you standing like this next to Yak, or you standing like this next to SB. You smell me? So basically,
y'all look at his face.
Let me
look at his face. Like this. There's real animosity here still, y'all. I mean, not that we would think there wouldn't be, but like y'all feel me? Like,
Oreo, come here, Oreo. Oreo, come here. Oreo, you get on the sofa too. Get on the sofa, Oreo. Oreo. See, man, he don't want to come out right now. All right, Oreo. Sit down, Oreo. You all right? You know what I'm saying?
So you saying because I
you see what I'm saying? Like,
yes, me, I f with the rats.
Is you scared of rats?
Am I scared of rats? I ain't scared. Nah, I ain't scared of rats. I ain't scared of nobody.
You heard me.
I ain't scared of rats.
Crazy. I am, my boy. You know, because a rat done took me away from my family for years. You should man, like, you know, like, shit, so when you say that you ain't scared on, know what I mean, like, you gotta think and or put yourself in other folks' shoes. Know what I mean? Like
If you ain't scared of them, then man, you'll be one of them.
that's how I take it.
Type shit. I understand.
You see what I'm saying? Like
For sure.
Like, bro, it's different from you trying to get your money and woo, woo, woo. But now you on your platform, standing next to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit with your arm folding and shit. So they make it look like, you know what I'm saying?
That make
like,
it look you with that motherfucker.
See what I'm saying, bro? Like,
but y'all, it got tense. I mean, I think DJU really, he stood his ground. He played it well. He let Kell have his say. Kell kept going back to this. So I do encourage y'all. I've seen some people on X when I first even knew about this interviews, because I saw some people commenting about how disrespectful Kell was and how they didn't even want to say which interview they were talking about because they didn't think anybody should watch it. I don't see anything wrong with watching this interview. I mean, shoot, we've been hearing about Kell for months and in some cases years. You know, yeah, this is the only way you even gonna know what his personality like, what his voice sound like, what he has to say. I'm just gonna skip again. I don't want to just play straight through this interview, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link so y'all can watch it. Let's watch it real quick. He's gonna talk about his brother Greedy.
Shit, man, you get my drill.
Number 2 on your list was your brother Greedy. You said Lucci 1, you said Greedy 2nd. And I'm sorry, we haven't even really, you know what I'm saying, got into the Greedy story. Greedy locked up right now, right?
Yeah.
Free Greedy. How much more time he got, you know? Like what's this
show
situation?
Greedy be here in a couple months.
Oh, so he getting out soon.
Yeah, real soon.
So Lucci getting out soon, Greedy getting out soon. So 2025 should be a good year for YFN.
Yeah, the real is back.
Hey, tell us how the YFN start.
All right, y'all. Let me just break this down for you too. He says this at some point, but I don't know where exactly. Let me tell you how his brotherhood with Donovan Thomas is. Kell shares a parent, a mother with Greedy, and I think he and Greedy have different fathers. And then Greedy and Donovan Thomas share that father. So Kell's dad is not Greedy's dad, but Greedy's dad is Donovan Thomas's dad. So Kell and DT, they're brothers, but they aren't blood brothers. You know what I'm saying? So he explained that earlier in the stream as well.
Like who founded the young fly niggas? How did that come about?
You know, I ain't really YFN, my boy. Like,
I mean, you got it around your neck.
Yeah, because it's my brother shit. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't YFN. You know what I mean? You know, like all us just fuck with each other. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't YFN though.
So you say you weren't really with that rap shit?
Hell nah.
Word.
All right, y'all. Now I'm gonna just jump to. Oh, okay, well we'll just let it play because it's about to come up again.
Hell nah, I ain't with that.
He's talking about hell nah, I ain't with that. Huh?
Hey Mo Mac.
Oreo ready to come out?
Oh, Oreo what? See, look. See, man, your special guest right there. Don't get scared. Come on, Oreo.
You might
put
Oreo on the table so the folks can see him.
Yeah, man, you Oreo, man. Let Oreo come out, man. You Oreo. Let Oreo on the sofa, man.
Oreo.
Yeah, you with Oreo, man. Let Oreo out.
This is wild.
Oreo coming out. Oreo is coming out.
Let me see Oreo, man.
You Oreo, you. Look at Oreo. Look at Oreo on the sofa. Oreo on the sofa.
Oreo.
Pay him.
Oreo.
Pay the man. Pay the man, DJU.
Oreo. Oreo.
Look, told you. I told you.
All right, y'all. So, are y'all with me? With this is a mouse. Unless it's a baby rat. This is definitely not a rat, unless it's a baby or a dwarf rat or something. I don't know. This looks like a mouse to me, people. But you know, I'm the type of person who pays attention to such things.
Put him on it. That shit crazy, boy.
Damn.
Hey, man, put him back in the box, man.
That's a mouse for sure.
They go to the box over there. Let me go get it.
Oreo, what you want, man? They say you out here.
Shit crazy.
Yeah, this was wild.
Nah,
This was wild.
Nah,
They got the.
Nah, he don't stink.
Shit, some stuff.
Shit, man, you ain't been saying the rats stink when they come in here. Look at them. Where you want to put them at?
Put him on the floor. Put his ass in the garbage.
Nah, you ain't been putting rats in the garbage.
What'd you say? Don't be acting funny with Oreo, huh?
I'm telling you. Shit, don't act funny with Oreo.
Yeah, so he brought the mouse to the interview, put him on the couch, broke the cage apart.
See what I'm saying? T-Money.
Yeah, that shit crazy. But yeah, man, I mean, don't be mad at me, Kell.
I
You know
ain't
what I'm
mad
saying?
at you.
I'm just here to appease the audience. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it get, it get a little tricky and sticky, you know what I'm saying, with what the audience want. You feel me? In 2024, 2025, man, the audience want to hear from the rats. Now let me break this shit down to you, right?
What do y'all think about DJ U calling his guests rats? Do y'all let's forget whether you agree with the fact that they are rats or not? Okay, can we get away from that? Is it what do you think about the fact that he just said the audience want to hear from the rats? You know what I mean? I don't know. I've been told y'all I'm not in the business of even caring who is telling and who isn't. I mean, I don't even use the word rat. I'm only using it in reference to what we're watching now because they're using that term.
On some street shit, right? So in the streets, you got real niggas, you got real killers, you got drug dealers, you got scammers, you got hoes, prostitutes, you know what I'm saying? Crackheads, when we really talk about the streets, right? And you got rats. It's rats in the street, right?
Yeah.
So what we do right here on DJ UTV, we cover everything that's going on in the streets. We can't deny that it's snitching going on in the streets. That shit is blatant. And this shit been going on. You know what I'm saying? So, with technology and time, you know what I'm saying, progressing, things changing, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, you've heard so much about snitches get stitches and fuck the snitches and woo woo. It makes you curious to actually hear from the snitches.
Y'all, please do hit the like button. I can't tell how many likes we have because I'm not monitoring that. There is nothing on my screen to tell me that. But we should have at least 150. So hit the like button if you're watching this live or if you're watching later. Please do hit the like, y'all. Helps us out. And it only takes you just a second. Hit the like.
And I think that's what the audience is kind of getting at right now. Like they want to hear from the niggas that everybody is hating. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my best explanation for snitches getting interviews.
But it was a terrible one. And
Damn.
That motherfucker, you should have kept all that shit you just said, bro. Like I said, I respect the fact that you saying that, hey, man, goddamn, I gotta get the money. You smell me? Like the YouTube, all this shit, man, but that shit winning. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, these folk gonna click on it, man, when they see that boy. Okay, that's smooth. But when you take a picture and
damn, you mad at me about the picture gang? I take a picture with all my guests.
I'm super mad about the picture.
Damn.
I was super mad about that. Like, but that shit different. You know what I mean? But you just different. You're a different type of guy.
All right, y'all. So listen, DJ U, if you watch this, man, thank you for letting us review your content. Y'all, I'm putting this link in the chat, and also I'll put it in the description for the video later, y'all. At this point, again, I don't want to just keep playing DJU's interview. Y'all can go watch it. I'm just going to do a little bit of commentary here, y'all. Yeah, so Kell's whole thing is, look, if you're going to do the interview, don't get comfy and cozy with Woody. Like, Shell would probably rather it be a hard-hitting type of interview where Woody has to answer some tough questions, and where the pre-production, the post-production, the marketing doesn't make it seem like Woody's just a cool dude who's cool with the host. So that's Kell's angle. And DJU was like, look, man, this is a professional production where, you know, we can't even bring people here to just, you know, dump on them. Like, they wouldn't even come. So they wouldn't show up. So how you gonna bring somebody here just to dump on them? Like, and even if they did show up, the next person is not gonna trust us. So, I mean, DJU didn't say that, but that's kind of implicit in this whole thing, right? Like, they're guests. We have to treat them like guests. We have to treat them with some level of respect. So I like to hear what y'all have to say. Yeah, y'all do hit the like button. Look like we have about 80 likes right now. We can get that up to about 150. That would be excellent. So if you're listening still, do hit the like button. If you're watching this after, do hit the like button. Listen, y'all, this is what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna wrap up. You have, you know, my dad was a military man, and when you're in the military, the world is divided into two groups of people. You have military people and you have civilians. So that's the first time I ever heard the term civilian was in relation to my dad being in the Army. He was a military guy. Everybody else who weren't in the military were civilians. Then, if I'm not mistaken, I heard it in relation to police officers and civilians, which still made sense to my mind. You have law enforcement and you have civilians. They're here to protect you. I still got it. But recently, I would say in the last 10 years of life, maybe, and I'm going into my mid 40s, I've been hearing this term, and this might have been used the whole time. I just didn't hear it. So I'm not saying it's just starting to be used this way, but I've been hearing civilians as in like street dudes and civilians. Like, you got your street guys and then you got your civilians. Again, that might have been used forever. I just never heard it until relatively recently in my life. And what I feel like is the so-called street code is now leaking over, and people from the streets want to enforce the street code on people they would call civilians. Now, DJU, I don't know what his background is, so I'm not speaking for him. I'm not speaking about him. But I've noticed that there is a certain level of discomfort, of anger that the street guys have when civilian podcasts, YouTube channels, social media, whatever, when they platform people who the street guys consider a rat, they get really upset about it. And it's like, but hold up. You know, we talking about the civilian world. Now, again, I'm not including DJU in this because I don't know his background. So I'm just speaking and making a more general point. I'm making a more general point, okay? So the guy you call a rat, people want to hear from him. That's what DJU was saying. People want to hear from him, okay? The guy that you consider the killer, people want to hear from him. The girl who was in the middle of the love triangle, people want to hear from her. People want to hear from, honestly, y'all, I've been said this. If I could get one interview, it would be DA Love. Like, if I could get my dream interview, the interview that I would prepare for, and I would study for, and I would put on a suit and a tie for, and I'd be ready to just, would be DA Love. Why? Because people would want to hear what she has to say. And nobody's been able to speak to her about the YSL trial in particular. She's done maybe interviews before the trial, but I'm talking about since the trial. So you know, people want to hear from, they want to hear from the prosecutor. They want to hear from the judge. They want to hear from the rat. I'm not saying anybody is a rat, but if there's somebody who's considered a rat, they want to hear from that person. They want to hear from the defendants. They even want to hear from the jurors, as we have seen, because the jurors made a surviving YSL YouTube channel, and that has done pretty well, right? So I can understand how you come from a street world. I didn't come from that. But I didn't come from that. Let's just leave it at that. I don't come from the street world, but I get it, you know, because there's rules and codes and everything. And you don't want to see the rule breakers and the code breakers in any area of life. You don't want to see them progress when you are holding to the rules and the codes and you feel like you're suffering. And the breakers of the rules and the codes seem like they're getting ahead, seem like they're getting rich, seem like they're getting fame, seem like they're getting promotions, notoriety. It doesn't seem fair. I get it. I get it. But is being in the street, you know, is that really the place where you have a high horse where, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to say it, but do you have a high horse? Can you stand on a high horse when you're a street guy? Is there I guess you can in relation to other street guys and girls, right? There's a high horse because y'all both agree to play by these rules. So you can then say, hey, you supposed to play by the rules. So I feel like Kell is speaking to DJU like, yo, you another street guy. But DJU was like, I might be a street guy, but this company, this YouTube channel is not a street channel. It's a channel that talks about the streets, but it is not the streets itself. Y'all, let's get 7 more likes on. Let's get 7 more likes. So DJU, I'm trying to parse out his words. Again, not trying to speak for him, I'm just trying to understand. It's like, even if DJU is from the streets, and I don't know that, but let's just say he is, he still has a business to run, and his business has to cater to what the people want to hear. And the people want to hear from Woody, and the people want to hear from Yak, and the people want to hear from SB. And if he can get those people, he would be crazy not to. So I'm going to actually say I agree with DJU in this, but I totally understand where Kell is coming from. It's got to be frustrating to get out of jail and see an op who was a deadly op at one point, if not still, see him blown up, see him rich, see him, you know, here, there, and everywhere. People see him as a celebrity. It's got to be something that's highly perturbing. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some comments from y'all, and then we'll wrap it up, people. Let's see. I'm gonna do some of the more recent comments. Hey, what's going on, Andre? You saw what she was like. I don't think people share that sentiment. For Love, you saying people wouldn't want to see an interview with Love? 100% people would want to see that. People would absolutely want to see that. I don't have any love for Love. I just think people would want to see the interview. Great Allen says streets are watered down. I've been hearing a lot of people say that. It seems kind of like that's what Kell is saying. He didn't actually say that, but he seems to be alluding to that. Marley Bay, the problem is civilians play on the fence when it's beneficial, then scream, I'm a civilian when things go in the wrong direction. Honestly, news anchors and actual journalists don't have these problems. I would like to hear more about that. I mean, for me, I know how I represent myself, and I've never represented myself as anything street. So, but DJU might be in a different position. Maybe he comes from a different background than I do. What these people need to understand is that there are rules and codes. So, Cold Pepsi, would you say a street guy should not interview a rat? It seems like even Kell is acknowledging that that's valid. He's just saying the way you market it, it shouldn't look like you're co-signing him or giving him a stamp of approval. That's what I understand Kell to be saying. Let's see here. Rev says no love for love. Rev, would you watch an interview with DA Love? Or would you say, I dislike DA Love so much I would? I mean, you wouldn't want to see somebody ask DA Love. So the jurors say that after the verdict, everyone came back and spoke to them, thanked them, etc. But you didn't. Would you? Is there a reason why not? Or is, you know, what was going through your mind at that time? You wouldn't want to hear Love answer that question. You'd be like, nah, I dislike her so much. I don't even want to hear her answer that question. Or wouldn't you want to say, yeah, I wonder what she's going to say about that? Nobody wants to see Love. Again, Adrian, when you were admonished and rebuked in front of the jury, how did that feel? Did you feel like that hurt your case? And were there any repercussions with the higher ups for that moment? So Adrian, you're saying you wouldn't want to hear her answer to that question. You just be like, I don't care. You know what I mean? I would definitely want to hear from the prosecutors. Yeah, of course. Of course we would. SD 2001, I would definitely watch an interview with Love. I'm honestly really intrigued by her behavior. I would want to talk to any of the prosecutors, but with her being number one, for sure. Love would take 60 minutes. Yeah, Love. I don't know if I would be ready for that. That's why, like, most of the time you feel like you can kind of just sit down, maybe have some questions you need to touch on. And, but with Love, it seems like you have to be ready. It seems like you would have to be ready. I feel like Love would probably come across as a relatively warm person just having an interview. I haven't seen one of her before. I have seen interviews of Fani, and Fani she comes across to me as exactly how she looks when you've seen her on the stand, when you've seen her in a press conference. She just comes across as pompous and a little bit holier than thou, even in interviews. But I don't have a feeling that Love would be that way. Yeah, Love a whole bunch of 403. Yeah, exactly. But that's why you would have to be ready. Love would not even know how to answer you. Fani is oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Well, I just wanted to pop on real quick. I thank everybody. Again, I'm gonna let me leave this link here for y'all to go watch this interview. I think it's this interview. Like, I did not watch the Young Thug. I didn't watch those interviews. Well, the not interviews, the recordings when he was talking to people in jail, and then they released them, they leaked them or whatever, FOIA'd them or whatever. I didn't watch those. I mean, that wasn't for release. That wasn't him talking to those people so that we could watch that one day. It wasn't part of the trial, so it wasn't relevant to anything. It was just some leaked footage. And I'm not blaming anybody else who watches it. I'm not shaming anybody for watching. It just wasn't something I wanted to see. But I don't think there's anything wrong with watching this interview. I mean, shoot, the guy did an interview. He wants you to watch it, So go watch it. All right. I'll put the link in the description. In the chat one more time. Y'all, we got 108 likes. I got to figure out how to get y'all to hit that like button a little bit more. Hit the like button, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I will be back tomorrow, whether early or late. I'm not sure. Just trying to make sure I get up here on here with y'all every single day. I do appreciate y'all. Gemini, I did not watch the documentary. I'm not sure if I'll be watching that. Y'all do hit the like button. Again, I appreciate y'all. And happy holidays. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, yeah, one more thing, y'all, before we go. I've been leaving my X account every day. I'm going to put that in the chat, too, so that if y'all have anything that some of these topics have come from people who have dropped it to me in X. So y'all hit me on X. Here we go. All right, y'all. We out. See y'all mañana. Thanks a lot. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.